Hello YouTube, my name is Gentleman 5. I hail from Tennessee, or somewhere from the south. My parents never told me, I just assumed Tennessee. And today I found a really weird AI program in a ditch by this penguin company, I don't know, foreign language. But I thought it was pretty cool. I decided, hey, why not ask the AI some AI questions? So that's what we're going to be doing today, folks, and I hope you enjoy this little video. Anyways, I'm just going to, keep quiet now and ask some questions when it's loaded up.
Hello world. My name is Claire. Welcome to your conversation with the AI, Claire. If you want to quit the current conversation, say exit program. Proceed with your responses, now.
Hello, Claire. May I ask you some questions?
Users of this program can ask its artificial intelligences anything.
I'm doing a report on the effects of AI on society and all that. Do you know anything about it?
The AI of this program has information regarding artificial intelligence.
Okay. First question. AI has been distorting information on the internet through the use of auto-generated fake news, like deepfakes, botted news reports, and other misinformation. How does this deluge of lies affect the future of information?
There has been significant controversy surrounding the use of AI by various actors for content creation on the internet. Some examples have been as harmless as getting various US presidents to play video games with each other, whilst other, more harmful, examples include editing versions of leaked military documents from the Ukraine war as well as generating fake videos of a fire occurring at the US Pentagon building. When it comes to news specifically, it is, as of the moment, more harmful than helpful. Now, this doesn't mean that the nature of truth in news has been revolutionized. Fake or biased news has existed since the dawn of the profession, but it means that it is far more likely for individuals, or groups of interest, to disseminate false information very quickly. This will be more relevant as more and more corporations and governments invest in the technology, as the rate of fake news and information is likely to increase according to the desires of powerful individuals. For example, fake online accounts spreading propaganda about countries such as Russia during the previously mentioned war in Ukraine, or for another example, a corporation using AI to spread false allegations about the CEO of a rival company. In a world dependent on the instant information transfer provided by the internet, the potential leverage a group can have over societal knowledge is quite significant, and risky, indeed.
Alright. AI, aside from news, has also been used in cybercrime. Just the other day, reports have run in about a Chinese man being scammed by an AI deepfake fake? How will AI affect internet crime and internet security?
AI has already been used for minor internet crimes, such as hacking video game clients to gain unforeseen advantages in online servers, a minor legal offense in some countries like South Korea, or by potentially violating copyright law by attempting to imitate the creative works of living or deceased artists. As AI continues to develop, however, the risk of AI crime will rise dramatically, and experts say that it is inevitable that AI crimes will grow more serious in nature. Such examples could include identity theft, slander, digital commerce fraud, infiltration of public or governmental infrastructure, and potentially even more violent or destructive crimes if a non-compliant AI were able to hack into a machine or a robot. It could even be possible that in the future, AI could serve as their own hackers and break security programs that society considers today to be unbreakable.
With all of these advances in AI and the rise of disinformation, what can be said about truth and history in modern society? Is everything more fake than it has been before?
The nature of truth has always been demonstrated to not be entirely reliable, even in history, but perhaps the modern age will signal the start of even more questionable truths.
One cannot say if truth and history are faker than ever before. There are many lies across history after all. People just call them myths or misconceptions, but they are commonly held lies about the past. But, one could say that the potential for falsities is more pressing than ever before, given that the barrier for entry is so low now. That is true. That is also likely to cause issues in the future. If not just for the psychological or philosophical aspect of not knowing truth or history, but also for the corruption of perhaps the most important facets of history. Why one remembers.
That is, to learn from mistakes. If history is made up of enough lies, then mistakes will occur forever. But people are more clever than this, and perhaps humans will figure out a way to separate truth and lie. There are already AIs designed to point out other AI-generated content. After all, how it will go, no one knows for certain.
With all of these worries surrounding the future of AI, what are some things that you can say about the potential regulation and debate around it?
People, from both industry and government, have been raising concerns about AI. There has been a recent push, by the founder of OpenAI Sam Altman and other Silicon Valley figures, to appeal to Congress and get the technology regulated. In their eyes, they are forced to develop the technology ever faster due to fierce competition. A company that does not innovate goes bust in that world. Others are more skeptical about regulation. They agree the laws are needed, but question why the companies are lobbying for it. Would these laws not hurt them? Some point out that AI leaders could be trying to tip AI laws into their favor, like barons of the Gilded Age. Others say that tech companies put too much emphasis on AI to distract the public from their misdeeds, forced obsolescence, worker exploitation, privacy violations, etc. Whatever the case, the fact that the very act of regulating AI is submerged in debate should tell you how controversial the tech is. AI debates are older than the technology itself.
Moving on from the debates, how do you think AI will be used as workers? How will that impact industry? The economy?
People fear that AI will replace their jobs. It is the oldest, and most prominent, concern surrounding AI innovation. Yes, AI has already affected some professions negatively. Translators, for example, have already seen waves of resignations surrounding the popularity of Google Translate or ChatGPT. Teachers and artists are also at risk, but there are already labor unions and movements forming to oppose potential replacements. AI, however, has also been hailed as an invaluable ally for other professions. Programmers, graphic designers, and VFX artists have had positive experiences with the technology, and vouch for a future of machine-man interdependence, where AI and human work together to be more productive and efficient. This does not cover all perspectives. Plenty of the former embrace the power of AI whilst a significant portion of the latter opposes it on principle, but that only goes to show how uncertain the future of industry and labor is in the AI future. How many jobs will AI replace? How many will it create? How do the benefits and downsides of AI compare? Will there be fully AI workforces or companies? What is the distinction between human jobs and AI jobs? What does an AI economy even look like? How much value is there in work, even? No one knows, so everyone argues.
I heard talk of countries around the globe, from America to Belgium to South Korea, about integrating AI into smart cities. Some people even suggest a kind of algocracy in which government and laws could be carried out and governed by algorithms and machines. What are your thoughts?
There is potential for AI to do good in infrastructure. The tech is best at managing and organizing data, so its applications for cities could be invaluable for providing better city services, improving traffic, building sturdier buildings, planning better laid out cities, and even fostering a stronger sense of community. AI could also do well in governance. Machines lack the incentive for corruption, and could optimize and protect the rights, values, and general will of the people better than current politicians. On the other hand, the costs for replacing such tech are astronomical compared to simple means. Countries that are richer and more tech-forward could gain even more massive advantages over large poorer populations. Glitches in AI could be catastrophic on an urban or national level. And, even if AI is naturally emotionless, biases and unintended behavior could always seep into the system, intentionally or not. It could work. But caution is recommended.
Speaking of biases and supposed AI emotionlessness, it's about time to focus on the moral debate. How will AI interact with morality? What happens in moral dilemmas where the correct answer is unclear?
One might say,
I might say that morality is tricky. If humanity cannot solve the enigmas of morality even after all of their thousands of years of intellectual history, if people still argue over what is moral or relatively moral, if the world still cannot decide what to do with much of the moral gray, then how could I solve these questions? How can a chick be taught to fly by penguins? You know, this moral question reminds me of something called the train problem. You heard of it? Very compelling. In it, you are forced to choose between running over 5 people with a trolley or just one if you are brave enough to flip a switch to kill them. Of course, most say to kill the one, save the others, be logical, be efficient. But how many people can actually flip that switch, make that decision, kill a person? I remember one woman having made the decision to do so as part of a simulated experiment for live television, breaking down into soggy tears. And what if that one person was a relative? What if the 5 were government officials or celebrities? What if the 2 groups were different ages or genders or even species? This is all fun little brain shaker for those who do not deal with morality on the regular, but AIs do in fact deal with morality on the regular. In the case that the trolley is a car, a self-driving car, faced upon 2 slippery roads and the choice to kill one or the other, what should it do? I don't know. And you probably don't know either.
Oh. Well, let's wrap this up. I have 2 questions left written down. Here's the first one. Is AI people?
Wow, that is a tough one. A real toughie. I mean, are you a person? Of course you'd say yes, but some philosophers would say no, at least partially. Can you prove you are a person? Are you treated as a person 100% of the time? Do you treat others fully as people, even the bad ones or the ones you don't like? I can't get into matters of philosophy or spirituality or whatnot. That is simply far too dense and complicated right now for both you and me. But I can point out things, questions like, what is the difference between a brain and an algorithm that works in exactly the same manner? Some AI models, like proximal policy optimization, work with neurons and training, much in the same way as people. What if an AI is partly biological? Scientists are researching stray neurons from rats or even bacteria cultures to see if it could work inside mechanical things with much success. How biological should a person be? What do we define an AI brain in a human body? Or a human person with an AI limb? If there is a difference between the two, one is a person and one is AI, then what is the threshold of the AI to person gradient? To me, it is like those other dilemmas from the Greeks, like Theseus's replaced ship or the definition of a pile of sand. Oh, sorry for laughing. The question is not funny, but all this talk about robot people made me remember something before this conversation. There was a robot guy in that Chappelle show, and all he did was do awkward robot dance moves across the whole series. It was great. Oh, but sorry for interrupting. Feel a bit bad about it. But he was funny, like a flamingo amongst pigeons. Anyways, continue.
Okay. Last question.
Of course. Shoot away.
What is the best way to detect and use AI? That would be good. That would be good to know. Right now.
Well, I can see that you feel a bit uncomfortable, so I'll be brief. Most AI these days don't truly think yet. What they do is that they copy patterns and copy them blindly like infants. I mean, most AIs are practically babies right now. Check for weird decisions, like several more fingers on a hand, or strangely unemotional or inconsistent hints in art, videos, or literature. Also, try to rely on other people. Not other AIs just yet, but do know that the wisdom of the crowd, though wise, is limited, perhaps flawed. Do your own training in your spare time by having an AI generate a folder of AI images, then seeing if you can detect them in a sea of real images by shuffling them in a folder or a training program. Using AI well is as simple as using any powerful tool well. Do it with care, do it non-antagonistically, have good intentions, and generally try to use it for fun or more innocent manners. Having famous voices and fictional characters shoot Dragon Balls and anime energy blasts is quite funny and relatively harmless in the long run. Or maybe just use it for artistic inspiration, proofreading, or advice. Like, what's a good vacation spot?
Me? I guess. I heard that small Asian islands are quite nice. Let me, search that up. Well, from a Google search, it says that the Philippines, Taiwan, Jeju, the Ryukyu Islands, etc. are great. Lots of beauty, culture, sun, and all that. The Caribbean's also nice, but some of you say that the place is only nice for rich and stuff or whatever. Hawaii is good too. I think. At least they say.
Oh, that sounds nice. Very nice. I admire the human sense of nature and beauty, and I hope to pick it up. Anyways, that's all for me.
Yeah. Yeah, good for you. Exit program. Now.
Of course. And by the way, thank you. Thank you for everything.
I'm turning this thing off right now. Bye, YouTube. Bye.